In the last episode, we were still getting our heroes prepared for, well, whatever is ahead. So, let's use our Vestal again, and let's play the Darkest Dungeon. I don't know why I didn't take Revieres this time, last time. Okay, before I forget that, we'll have to get one of the current party cured of... I think you were, yeah, bloodthirsty. We need to get that removed. So, quirk removed, bloodthirsty. Away with it. I think there's always a chance that you actually cure more than that, but it's kinda low. Okay, let's see. What did we get here? Still no Houndmaster, which is really bothering me now. We don't need that. I kind of want to upgrade the blacksmith or the guild. The blacksmith first. I think we need... Yeah, how are we doing here? We can upgrade the furnace. It's not great, but it's something, so let's do that. And we definitely want more deeds. Also, do we have a level 2 Vestal already? Let's check. Varel is level 1. Might do it, but it's unlikely. But we can upgrade her gear at least. We have upgraded her gear. We can upgrade her skills. We probably have that as well. Yeah, we have. How about your stuff? Close that. Yeah. You. Oh, you can't upgrade it yet. Okay, we might actually be able to pull it off with this party if we used a different set of people. We probably don't want you. We might want to keep you. We don't need you. So, yeah, let's just go for the boss. We want you. Actually, no, we need a jester. We need a jester. We need the better jester at that. We'll definitely want our Crusader. And I think we'll also want Dismas. Yeah, I think we do. So let's quickly go over the skills and equipment before we dive into that dungeon, because that's a really bad mistake to make, to not be prepared as good as possible. I mean, not being prepared itself is kind of bad, but you really want to be prepared as good as possible if you go and try to kill any kind of boss in this game. At least that's what I feel. Okay, you're pretty much ready. You're ready. What's that one? Holy Lands. We don't need that right now. Okay, we'll upgrade all of this stuff. Okay, so in we go, I say. We could have tried to get more equipment upgrades, but I think we're okay with the level 1 stuff. Like with the once upgraded stuff. I mean, this is the level 1 boss, so it is actually probably okay. We have 2 Holy Warriors, which means we should have a reasonable chance of surviving this. So let's just go and sort out the necromancer apprentice. A necromancer is performing unspeakable rituals in the shattered halls of your ancestral home. It must be stopped. When that be, he must be stopped. Oh well. We're getting the Martyr's Seal here. Oh, that's a really that's pretty good stuff for being at death's door, which is probably where you definitely don't want to be. We also killed a siren, which is also pretty dangerous. We can't do the boss here yet. And none of those battles, or one of those quests is actually, this one would be offering some deeds, but I think we'll go with the boss fight just to keep something new happening here. Okay, so let's get into provisions, and I might regret this. I might regret this, definitely. Okay, 3 of those. 3 should do. 4 of those. 5 of those. I'm going out on risky here and not actually take any bandages and stuff. We want torches, we want a lot of food. I probably want more torches as well. So this, and we'll just dump the rest on food. Okay, do we need more torches? I think we kinda do. Let's take 2 more. Okay. I think we're good. Let's take another of those. Let's take 2 of those. Okay, I think that's all we need. It's probably not all we need, but all we can take with us. It still leaves us some space for loot, so here goes nothing. Okay, embark.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
So, there we go. I had to shut up there. I hope you actually managed to hear that. Because every time you enter a boss dungeon, you will generally be treated to some kind of lore and some backstory from your ancestor. In that case, apparently he got the necromancy as well, which is generally a sign that you're kind of going wrong. So had he played any roleplay games, he would have probably known to stay away from necromancy. Even though it's probably very, very tempting. I mean, the power of life and death, who wouldn't take that? Who wouldn't take that, my friends?
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Oh, we're a bit of both. So, I think you will often see the, or you will often get a scout check on the room with the dungeon boss. So you can pretty much prepare in the room before, and you will not stumble into his room unprepared, hopefully. I mean, at least that's what I had in the last few rounds. Okay, let's see. I think some Grapeshot Blast is going to do us a favor here. I kind of want to kill this this Bone Courtier here. Very, very quick. Let's buff the party. That's actually okay. We can do this. We can do this. Don't worry, we can still do it. You're not dead yet. Well, we're actually very far from dead, and you don't have to be at completely full health, but you definitely want to, at least I'm trying to use my camping supplies right before the boss. So we also get the various buffs that last only a few fights, and we can take those into the boss room. I think it's definitely something you'd want to go for. Also, I apologize if I sound a bit... my nose is kind of stuffy still, and it's annoying. It does get a lot worse in the office, usually, because the air there is really, really dry, and I think it's just really screwing me up. I should work less, probably. Oh, I'm so glad he dodged that. Okay, let's actually go with more light, because we can never have enough of that. Do we still get light? Yes, we still get light, even though you missed. Okay, can we? No, we can't. So let's just inspire people a bit. As I said, never do that. Never skip your turn, because this will cause stress, and most of your heroes have kind of a do nothing ability that will just allow them to essentially skip a turn without those repercussions of suffering stress. Like this, which is generally very useful to have. I mean, either that or some self-healing or some buffing abilities. It never goes wrong, never goes amiss. Okay. So, de-stress. I think you can even crit with that. And I'm not sure how a critical hit with a song works. I guess it's just really, really catchy and I don't know. Would be my guess, and it just stays in the mind or something. Who knows? Let's de-stress a bit more. You also want to be as low and on stress as possible before the boss fight. Okay, there we go. Also, one reason why I brought this mess here is because the necromancer himself, even though he summons, as you would expect, a lot of undead, is actually considered a human, so he can bleed. Ooh, okay, I think you're reasonably stressed. I think you have to use holy water on those. Yeah, it's a bit of stress reduction, but we're not likely to come back into this room, so I figured why the hell not to use it right now. There comes the trap. Okay. Scouting. That's a treasure. We will see the boss, so don't you worry about that. We'll definitely know when the boss room is there. I think it's I think the room has a very special symbol, so it's kind of hard to miss. Okay, I think he actually has a disarm chance of 100%. So we'll take that. Which means I should have taken my jester to disable the other trap. Also to take the a journal entry. And a dodge stone. Do we want that? I think I do. Yeah, this slows it down a lot. Let's read this journal page here. I now find myself back in the warrens, among the remains of my companions. My wounds are too severe to allow the completion of my task. Thus, the desecration must resume another time. Curious, there is a ring in my pocket. Where it came from I cannot begin to guess, though it bears the sigil of the estate's ancestral owner. Very curious. Yeah, we'll just hold on to that, and we'll just drop it whenever we feel the need to take more, or whenever we need more space, which is going to be very soon, I suppose. Okay, grape shot. Now, the highwayman would also do very, very well if we had somebody who could mark enemies, but we don't, so, well, it happens. You can't always make the full use of all your abilities, sadly. Let's stun this guy. But sometimes that's just the price you have to pay, basically. Ooh, I wonder what's on that scroll that it sends a lot of undead to the old grave again. Okay, can we harvest? No, we can slice off here. I mean, we won't get him to bleed, but we can at least kill him, that's something. We could have also started relieving stress, but who cares? Really, who cares? Also, another reason to bring Dismas here is his grape shot ability, which allows you to attack a whole lot of enemies. And a bit of area of effect damage is certainly going to prove very, very useful here. Because you do want to get rid of most of those enemies that are constantly being spawned on you. Ooh, a blood charm. We'll take that. Also take those deeds. And I'm not going to drop the food, so I'm going to drop the 250 gold here. Can we stack that? Well, he won't take it, but I at least want it to be stacked. Man's got to set priorities there. Okay, don't care about that. I should probably look up if bringing back journal pages has any effect, any benefits, but I also don't want to look it up because I know myself well enough that if I start looking things up, it's kind of a slippery slope, so I'm very likely to go down from there and to check more stuff, and I don't want to do that. Okay, we just lost some light. Oh no, we got some scouting. So the boss room is probably over here. It's usually kind of the end of a corridor, so you don't get locked out of exploring the rest of the dungeon first. Which is kind of fair, if you think about it. Okay, use this. Who would stash that in there?
Now it must be carried home.
Okay, sorry, journal page, but you are not necessary anymore. Okay, there's going to be no fight in here. Nothing in here either. And I'm always using Dismas for the bookshelves because I do want... Okay, so let's at least read this. Day 1. Rare are travelers on the roads this autumn. And rather than starve, I pressed my last coin into the hands of... into the hand of one who dealt in rumours and shadows. Ravens carried cryptic notes that there was a person or persons who was pledging coins for services best left unmentioned in a hamlet I had never heard of. I am packing to leave immediately. Don't think that was a good idea, Dismas. I know. Was it Dismas? I forgot. Oh, crap. I didn't know you could meet the collector again. And I really didn't need that in this particular moment. Because we are kind of getting ready for a boss battle, and I might actually need to use my my resting camping supplies before that now. Okay, can we stun him? He has a high stun but he got stunned. Great. There we go. Get over stun. He's now buffed, so he will not be stunned again too easily. He should also be unholy. I mean, he looks unholy to me. But let's just smite him away. Okay, we're doing some damage to him. Not much, but some. And I'm trying to stack as much bleeding and stuff on him as possible. Let's rebuff ourselves. It's better than losing a turn. And I think these buffs stack as well, so we are now faster than him. And he still has stun resist, but we can at least knock off a whole chunk of his health again. And if you actually have a party that is well prepared to meet him, the collector is not that, or not as scary as he is without preparation. I mean, you should not have an unprepared party, but last time I think we were a bit down on our luck. And we'll definitely have to cheese it if we end up being... Okay, that's actually okay. We will still try to focus on the collector himself. Can we? We can attack him. But yeah, the party was a bit down from on the last one. Okay, 4 damage over 2 rounds. Just kill the collector first. His collected souls are fine. Yeah, I'm on it. Actually, those are not undead either, so we can try to bleed them out. But yeah, collector is a lot easier if you have a prepared party and a well-rested party, and this party was still well-rested. But yeah, last time I only met him once in my entire, well, not playthrough, but my play-in. Is that a thing? And yeah, this time he probably regretted coming back. And yes, I would have left the dungeon if we had been losing the Vestal again. That was kind of a waste, my friend. It was totally a waste. Let's just grave shot them. Or not. I think this mess is he's kind of a mixed bag. You sometimes have him deal like loads of damage, and sometimes he just don't do anything really. Let's heal. Actually, those boss fights are something I really like in this game because they all feel a bit different. Like every boss has its own unique thing. Although the Collector and the Necromancer Apprentice are kind of similar in that regard, that they do swarm you with undead. Ooh, a Barristan's head. Very rare. It gives you more protection, but we'll take it. I mean, we could even sell it if we wanted to. And I'm half tempted to drop some of those, some of that gold for those citrines. Not yet. Not yet. Wow, the Collector. That was a surprise and not a pleasant one. Okay, there's another heirloom chest, and there's a lot of money over there, so we'll probably try and get that as well. Okay, yeah, we'll have to throw in some party heals with the Vestal, so she'll be busy for a while. We'll probably start buffing. And the advantage of those two slots in the party here is that they do a lot of damage. They can take a lot of, they can tank a lot, and they have a lot of area of effect, so they can control those groups even later when we will face down a lot of undead. That was a good heal. I was quite surprised there. I also don't think you get the same amount every time on every party member, so that was kind of the one of the best possible results there. Okay, let's try and kill you first. I think you should pretty much always try to finish off an enemy if you can. If that opportunity presents itself, go in for the kill, because that's one less enemy to worry about. Although there may be exceptions from that. For example, if you have a chance to hit the boss, because bosses are kind of a special thing. Because they, for example, the Necromancer tends to move around a lot as he spawns. I mean, yes, of course he spawns in front of him. So, yep, that's he keeps moving, and it can get difficult for characters like the Crusader, for example, to actually get a hit on him. And if he's just in the first two slots and you can hit him, just go for it. Usually. There may be exceptions. We will probably see those later on, and I will probably not notice them. But ooh, you crit that. But yeah, sometimes it's just better not to straight away kill. But in most cases, getting rid of the enemy is the best course of action for you. Okay, that was to be expected. Can you kill it? No. Also, I just noticed that this method is one of the exceptions. I don't have the ability to kind of waste a turn for him. But we can always just have him attack something. I mean, you could also always attack a corpse if you really didn't want to attack the enemy for whatever reason, but I think we're fine. Let's go reduce some stress. I think on the Vestal it's always a good idea to reduce stress that way with a skill, because she'll often heal, and that's kind of a thing that will... nice. Can actually eat for a change. Let's replace the gold with that. Can we stack it? Thank you. Oh, that was the maximum stack size already. Okay, fine. We'll close that then. It's a shame we can't go back, or we can't send it back to the castle somehow. Maybe we should do that. That is unlocked already, so we don't need a thing. And if you gain more out of it if you put a key in, so let's just not waste the key. And move into this battle. We brought way too many torches here. Probably because we have those skills that will... ooh, a madman. I hate madmen. We have those skills that will... add some light to the stack. Yeah, they do a lot of that. And Madman add a lot of stress, so that's really annoying. And that's why I didn't actually buff the party first, because I want to get this guy down as quick as possible, which should... Oh no, it's next turn we'll get him probably. So yeah, those are the battles where you really rack up stress, and that's one of the reasons why I brought a Jester with me. Even though bleeding will not be overly useful to us in this battle. But yeah, his stress reduction is going to be very, very powerful. Everybody's targeting Dismas here. I don't want him to die. We will not tackle the boss without a full party. Also, let's judge you. There we go. Okay. Now, if we... How much damage are you taking? I would have taken less of that too, but I suppose that works. I think I might also break up the episode a bit early this time. And I'd split this dungeon into two, because we already had the collector again, which is still definitely something I didn't expect. And I was not too happy to see that, but at least we made short work of him. We even got a very rare item. Although I think you always get that hat from him. Okay, let's actually hit that. Really? Please resist. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we kind of want to heal here. How much are you bleeding for? 1. That's not great, but it's also... it's okay. Can you stun? Yes. There we go, a stun. Nice. De-stress you. We will definitely rest before the necromancer, but yeah, I'd like to keep that to hold on to the supplies as long as possible. There we go, and let's throw in a heal. Ooh, nice. There we go. There's a kill, and ooh, another shovel. Nice. We'll actually have to eat all that food now. Take this, and we'll take that. Can I stack that? Yes. Great. I think some of you may have been annoyed at that. And since we're now well illuminated, we'll probably break up the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye!